Welcome to EDU World Space.
In this question, we have this situation, two boats leaving from point P at the same time and travel in the direction shown. So we need to find the velocity of boat A relative to boat B, and then the time. We also need to find the time taken for A and B to be 1,500 feet apart. Okay, so this is a relative velocity problem. Okay, so to find the answer, to find the relative velocity, first we need to write down the velocity vectors, the velocity of boats A and B in vector form. Okay, so based on the given diagram, VA is 40 times cosine 60 degrees I hat plus sine 60 degrees J hat. And so this is 20 I hat plus root 3 J hat feet per second. Okay, and then VB is equal to 30 cosine 45 degrees I hat plus sine 45 degrees J hat, and so this is 15 root 2 I hat plus J hat feet per second. Okay, so the velocity of A relative to B by definition is velocity of A minus velocity of B. So putting the numbers together, so you have 20 minus 15 root 2 I hat plus 20 root 3 minus 15 root 2 J hat, and using your calculator you get minus 1.21 I hat plus 13.4 J hat feet per second. Okay, so to find the magnitude, okay, you need to find the magnitude. So you take the x component, you square the x component, and you add with the square of the y component, and then you take the square root of the sum, and you get 13.5 feet per second. And then the direction is the arctangent the y component divided by the x component. You calculate this, you get 84.8 degrees. So this is how the direction looks like. Okay, so this is the velocity of A relative to B, and then this angle is 84.8 degrees. Okay, then the next thing is to find the time taken. So I'm going to let the time taken for A and B to be 1500 feet apart, dt. Okay, so we can use the magnitude of relative velocity times time to be equal to, set it equal to 1500. Okay, so t will just be 1500 divided by 13.5. You calculate this, you get 111 seconds or 1.85 minutes. Okay, so just boxing the answers. So this is the relative, the magnitude of the relative velocity, the velocity of A relative to B, and this is the direction, and then this is the time taken for them to be 1500 feet apart. Okay, and that's all.